let's think about this for a second. You just said it. I think they have the best record, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I believe Anthony Davis right now is the Defensive Player of the Year in the league. They certainly have, he's in the argument. They might have the best defensive player in the league, and they have the best team defense in the league. And, oh, yeah, in year 17, despite being 34 years old, about to turn 35, despite having played the 6th most minutes in the history of basketball, they still have the best player in the league. And he has reinvented himself once again. Hey, how about this? This will be a fun trick. I'll lead the league in assists. How about that I will just be a super rich man's, a billionaire's version of Jason Kidd in year 17. See how that works out for my team. The question for the Lakers, the only, to me, real reason going into the season people doubted the Lakers, it was not, in my eyes, shouldn't have been about what the Clippers can be, about Giannis as much as I adore him, even about the Rockets. It shouldn't have been about any of those things. The only reason to doubt the Lakers was LeBron's never been hurt. He got hurt.
Yeah.
Is he to a different phase of his career? And he did look like he was for one game. Opening night against the Clippers, it's like, uh-oh, if that's the version of LeBron, then the Lakers can't be great. Since then, he's back to the place he's been since his 3rd year in basketball. His place is the best player in basketball. So, yeah, they check every single box. And my question of coaching, up to this point, Frank Vogel's done a hell of a job, particularly on the defensive end. So, to me, Brandon, it's a very easy question. Yes, the Lakers are the best team in basketball.
It's easy?
Yes.
Wow, I disagree with you. It's too early, one. But then you look at, let's look at the landscape of the NBA right now. So you have the Lakers. It's kind of easy to say that, like, yeah, it's the Lakers, LeBron and AD. But then you have the Houston Rockets, all right? But then you go to the East, and a team that we're not talking about because the Clippers, the Lakers, and also the Rockets are dominating the space. That's all we're talking about on TV. But the Boston Celtics.
It's my team.
Oh, my goodness. The Boston Celtics.
Let's go back. Brandon, sit right here.
Go ahead.
Are you kidding me? 3 years ago, you have it. And see what they did with it. They make the transition to, okay, we'll go away from him, hip issues, other problems, and let's bring in Kyrie. Kyrie, wow, they're going to own the East now. This has been a changing in guard. Kyrie goes down. Chemistry goes up. The team takes LeBron to Game 7. They're up 3-2. Kyrie comes back last year. What happened? Chemistry goes back down. They're not who we thought they were. We thought they were going to be better. And now all of a sudden they're sitting on top of the East. To me, the Celtics are the best team in the NBA if we're going to put someone in that place right now.
So here's the problem for the Celtics, and this is the space ever since Danny Ainge, aside from the Big 3 window, which was amazing.
Yep.
This is the space they've been most comfortable operating in. The scrappy overachiever. And going into the year, I think I said I thought the Celtics finished 3rd in the East, which was higher than the Vegas projections. But I really like Brad Stevens as a coach with this type of team, without a lot of the superstar egos, with this type of team. And while I think they overpaid Jaylen Brown, he's a good player. And Jason Tatum can be a very good player. And we know, our friend Enes Kanter, when he gets healthy, we know what he can add to them offensively, even if defensively he's a liability. And Kemba Walker can give you 85% of what Kyrie Irving gave you with 0% of the drama. All that's true. Problem is this, and maybe the Celtics win 55 games. Maybe they'll be one of the top, better than top 3 in the East. Maybe they'll be 1 or 2 record-wise in the East. Come a playoff series that you cannot win 3 straight rounds, much less 4 straight rounds, with Kemba Walker as your best player. You can't do it. And I like Kemba, but it's impossible. And so for the Celtics, my biggest issue with Boston, Houston, who I know you like a lot, is to me a little more intriguing. Boston is a team that has a defined ceiling. And you might say, what about when Gordon Hayward comes back? A Gordon Hayward, Kemba Walker duo, now in the era of duos, is really good, but not good enough to be in the championship contention discussion. They'll be back in the overachieving, wow, they're a tough second round out discussion, but not a championship contender.
Okay. So let's look at last year. Kawhi, he goes to Toronto. Did anybody pick Toronto to win it?
No.
Did anyone? Why? Because, listen, everyone right now is all on Big 3 and talent. Talent only takes you so far, right? At the end of the day, when you play good team basketball and you have great fundamentals, that still trumps everything. You even look at the Golden State Warriors and look how they played. They have amazing talent, but they play great team basketball. They share the ball. They move the ball. They make the fundamentally sound decisions in situational basketball. And when you look at the Celtics, I look at just that team, that prep team that just has it right. You go against all these five-star basketball players, and it's like, how does that team go into this high school prep team but lose to these guys? And they're just knocking down shots. They're just swinging a basketball. They're communicating on defense. To me, that is the Celtics, and to me, that trumps the big three. That trumps the talent. Talent only takes you so far.
But, Brandon, I know you're a big-time basketball player before you turned to football.
Oh, I appreciate it.
And you're right. There is that prep team. Sometimes from the suburbs, sometimes not. And they play great together, and they make a run in the tournament. And then,
basketball.
Right. And then you know what seems to happen once we get to the Final Four of those tournaments? Some team with some monsters absolutely rolls them out the gym. And it's like, hey, that was a good run. Yeah. You overachieved. We're happy for you. That's the Boston Celtics.
But isn't that Toronto last year, though?
Well, Toronto was a team that was a 1 seed before they got Kawhi, and Toronto had one of those monsters in Kawhi Leonard.
But there's an argument there that, they were overachievers as well.
They were overachievers. And you know what? They probably get whooped by the monsters out of Golden State if those monsters don't get all injured in the NBA Finals. But, hey, listen, I love the Lakers Celtics be an all-time great NBA Finals. I'd love to see it. And LeBron's never swept a team in the Finals.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You said it. He said it here.
He's been swept. He's never swept a team. It'd be fun.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.